Hey everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. We are continuing with our Mothership Gradient Descent campaign, sci-fi horror RPG by Tuesday Night Games. My name is John. I am your warden for the evening, and tonight we have...
I'm gonna start. I'm Matt, and everyone, I'm playing a scientist named Fulsadu, who has a question for you. What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
There is no answer because in space, no one can hear anything about steel or screaming or anything. Hi, everyone. I'm Ted. Tonight, I will be playing a teamster who, he goes by the name of Cromwell Dixon.
Nice. And we are probably going to be joined by Mike a little bit later. He is detained at the moment, but we're hoping that he pops back in. He is playing Rick Sharp, our resident Marine. We are unfortunately without David tonight. David is truly dead to us tonight. So, but he's an android, so is it really a loss in the end?
And what is really dead? Yeah.
Okay, so let's pick up where we left off in episode 1. So they... a couple of logistics things first out of the way. First of all, the date is January 1st, New Year's Day of 2125, 100 years in the future. It is 9:40 in the a.m. currently when they are now. So just a couple of mechanical stuff. First of all, don't forget to increase your high score by 1. You get 1 to your high score every time you complete a session. We still have yet to determine what that means, but we should definitely track it. And just a couple things that... Just to clear up any confusion, I'm not sure if this happened, but someone in the comments pointed out that maybe it did, and I'm just not really sure. So I just want to make it very, very clear that there's a very big difference between rolling a D100, which is one version of rolling 2D10, and then actually rolling 2D10. You understand? Like 2D10 for damage, you're adding those two numbers up, right? So the range is 2 to 20, and then a D100, you're actually just reading a tens and a ones digit, right? We understand this.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I remember the bit they were talking about, and Matt rolled 2 very low numbers, and I don't think he was adding them up.
No, that was it was David.
It was David?
I'm legit. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Matt was legit. I don't remember David doing anything weird, although he's obviously the likely culprit.
The vast majority of rolls are going to be deep percentile, so you're reading one die as the tens die, one die as the singles die. You have to make sure that you know which one's which. And no switching just because one's number is better than the other. I think, as far as I know, the most common rolls where you'd be rolling a bunch of d10s and adding them together would be damage for a lot of weapons and stuff like that. But by and large, you're going to be rolling deep percentile. And I thought, too, that kind of going back over the last episode, that I think when we do make rolls, that we should declare what your stat is, and then declare what your roll is, so we can kind of hear and see, how well you did, like not just a pass-fail, but just sort of like, how close you got, and all that sort of stuff, like what your stats are, I think would probably be good going forward. Okay, last thing is, I need to make me a Benz check. That's all 2 of you. Currently, the Benz scores we have is Rick Sharp is sitting high at 9. Fulsadu, Matt's character, is right below that at 8. Cromwell is at 4, and David is at 2. So Thulsa and Cromwell, if you could please roll me a D100 and tell me if you get lower than your score. So it's very, very
lower than an 8.
Lower than an 8.
I'm going to use mine that always. Wait, do I want to be lower than it, or do I want to be higher?
You do not want to.
Okay, I'm going to use the ones that always roll high. Here we go.
There you
go. Okay. I can't, wait. A 0, straight zeros all the way across.
That's a 0. 100.
Oh, it's a 0.
Yeah, it's a 0.
Wait, those are the ones that always roll high.
Okay, and Ted?
Damn it.
I rolled a 30. A perfectly reasonable and ordinary number 30. Nothing fancy. No gimmicks. No tricks.
Okay.
30.
Yeah, I'm looking at three zeros.
0?
I'm looking at three zeros on my dice.
God.
It's probably okay.
I'm just making it.
Everything's probably fine.
All right.
Oh,
Nothing you got to worry about.
yes, it's cool.
Okay.
All I had to do is roll above an 8. That's all I had to do is roll above an 8.
All right, so let's pick up where we
Stupid
last
dice.
left off. So you had approached the deep, orbiting around Baphomet 3. You got past the blockade by handing out the bribe that Thelema basically gave to you to bribe Thelema. And you got past the troop ships after speaking with Commander Rachel Kilroy, the troubleshooters, who you're not really sure what that's all about. And you made your way to the Bell, which is a cast-off thruster engine from the deep itself, which is sort of like your home base. And that's where you met Arcady, who is a sort of a crazy, deep-addled diver who calls himself the first diver, has a patch on him that says he's the verified human. He kind of gave you the layout of what the general gist is of the deep. You also met another diver named Noriko, who also seems to be a little bit crazy in a different sort of way, in that she where Arcady had warned you about the dangers of a being or creature called the Minotaur. Noriko apparently worships the Minotaur. And according to her, had a sample of the Minotaur's flesh, which she fed to David, and David had a moment of shocking enlightenment as he digested that piece of the Minotaur's flesh. Anyways, you took Arcady's shuttle, the Acheron, over to the deep, to the main visitors dock, which is the main entrance for the deep back when it was actually functioning normally. It has since been taken over apparently by the station's AI named Monarch. And you disembarked through a graffiti-riddled umbilical. You left 2 pieces of graffiti, I believe. One said Thelema sucks, and the other one was like half of a tequila bottle, right? So that you can match up the other half.
Yeah, I think we wrote the date also, just in case. Like it was weird.
Yep. We did a couple of things with that as a, what was it? I
have it in the notes. We Thulsa wrote our names and the date on the airlock, and she drew half of the tequila bottle on the wall and half of it on one of the prescription pad notes that she keeps.
Right.
Gotcha.
Like an Inception kind of touchdown kind of thing.
Yeah.
And mine actually said Thelema can suck my ass. Let's get it right, John. Jeez.
Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, you made your way through the umbilical and through an airlock and went down a set of stairs down to the main reception area. So this area is actually lit with sort of like normal lights that would have been in reception in the past times, but sort of like sort of fluttering
in a creepy way. Sure.
Yeah, and it's every time it sort of brightens up and shows you what your eyes are immediately drawn to, of course, is a black and bloated corpse that is swaying from the rafters over the main reception desk and a large CRT terminal on that desk, swaying slowly in the stale atmosphere here, hung by an electrical extension cord. Behind it on the wall, written in dark blackened blood, it says "One Way Out." Scattered, there is a once luxurious carpet is filthy on the ground in the main area of the reception area, and it's scattered with bullet casings, which your Marine, Sharp, determined were likely from a high-end modified pulse rifle. So that's odd for one thing, because you guys don't have a pulse rifle. You would assume that any junior divers probably wouldn't have one either. They're very high-end weaponry, and there's no reason why anyone who used to work at Cloudbank would have one either, right?
Okay. I have a couple questions. Yeah. Question number
one. I think we both do.
Yeah. Is there, like, I don't know how deep into the station we are here, but it sounds like we kind of came off the umbilicus, went through an airlock, and pretty much entered into this room. there's no evidence of like hull breach or something having been repaired or something from all this bullet fire. Like we're not like in a structurally compromised space, right?
No.
Okay. And then secondly, does the room show evidence of having been tossed? Drawers are all open and stuff's on the floor, or does it look like there was a fight and it came and went?
It looks more like the second. Like that the desk is like riddled with bullet holes, but it doesn't look so there's like a lot of chaos, but it looks like that chaos was because of bullet fire, not from a systematic like search and seizure sort of operation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And the corpse, can we tell cause of death?
You're not. He's hanging. That's what you can tell from just
bullet holes.
He's got some bullet holes in him. Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the wall is peppered with bullet holes behind him, like where where it says one way out. That's also peppered with bullet holes. They're like everywhere. And just to be clear too, since you left the umbilicus was in the visitor's dock, which was open to space, so obviously not safe. But once you passed through the airlock, gravity kicked in. Artificial gravity and breathable atmosphere as well. And I believe Dixon, you're the only one right now wearing a vac suit. Am I wrong about that? Or
both of us are wearing a vac suit.
Yeah, we're
both of you. Okay.
Do also has her suit on, and she's actually like, now that we're coming in contact with something like gooey and potentially contagious, she's going to go ahead and put that helmet on right now because. And she'll tell Dixon, we should take him down slowly, carefully to observe, but we should see what he has on him. We should know what we are dealing with here. And here I've got the way to do this. And she'll pull out her paracord. Right, she's going to tie one end to the extension cord that's like holding him up. Mm-hmm. So that it's tied there, and then she's going to disconnect the other side so that she can like use the paracord to lower him down, as opposed to just cutting the extension cord so that he would fall.
Sure. Okay. No problem.
All right. So
I don't want it would make a big mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dixon will close up his helmet as well. He's wearing his helmet, but he had the faceplate open. He'll close it and. I don't want any biological horrors inside my suit. So
okay, yeah. So you let down the body easily. It slumps to the ground as expected. Just be aware that wearing the vac suits in working gravity, it's very very heavy and ungainly, right?
Yeah,
they're meant for zero G, so it's just like you're kind of stomping around, and it's kind of it takes a lot of exertion.
Biological horrors are also ungainly. So
yeah.
Okay, so when he's down. We both have like headlamps on our vac suits. Let's like take a close look at him, see what's going on with him. Are there creepy crawlies under his skin, or is he just dead? What's going on with his body?
So it's blackened, bloated. It's obviously been dead for some time, and
human.
It appears to be human. He's wearing like a jumpsuit of sorts. Looks to be like, and you can see like there's a worn, sort of torn patch that has the Cloudbank Synthetics logo on it.
Oh, okay. So he might have been here for a while.
This might have been from the original like insurrection or system failure that happened.
Yeah. Anything in his pockets?
No, nothing in his pockets. Doesn't seem to be carrying anything valuable. I'm just checking a thing here.
You have like computer skills, like extraordinary computer skills, Matt, or
extraordinary? No, but I'm trained. I do have computer skills.
Well, I mean,
once we're done with him, we can take a look at the.
Yeah, my point being that, like, as we've talked about the skills thing, anybody can get something off of a computer. But if you have it as a trained skill, then you should mess the computer while I search the desk and the surrounding area.
Okay. That is fine. If we're satisfied that there's nothing nothing of use on this guy's body, we don't see anything weird.
Say again. Are you asking me something?
I'm asking Matt. Maybe we should space him. Put him in the airlock and pop the seal and just blow him out into space.
Huh.
So he's not.
Okay.
if he is
it's
virulent,
stinking. Yeah.
Okay. Get rid of it. You look at the computer. I'll drag the body over to the airlock, John. I'll put it in.
Okay.
And then I should be able to figure out how to like pop the other side so that I haven't depressurized the airlock yet. So all that air will pop the body just out into space.
Okay, fine. I'll buy that. Sure.
Okay.
I'm also going to say, too, if you have your visor shut in order to prevent any biohazards from entering your lungs, then that means you're using the suit's O2. All right.
I'm aware.
The
That's
countdown,
one of the reasons I want to get rid of the body.
the countdown now begins at 12 hours is how much O2 you have while you're breathing. That
Okay.
pack.
When we lower the body, he takes it out. Is it trailing any suspicious goo? I mean, it would be trailing like gross stuff because humans are gross when they die. But anything unusual?
No, not really.
Spores.
Not that you
Okay.
see. Yeah. Seems to be relatively
Okay.
normal, but relatively horrifying at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. I will be happy once he's out. But once he is flushed out of that airlock, I will flip my thing open since he didn't seem to burst.
Okay.
And I want to start looking at that computer. Does it have power? Is it broken? Is it functional? What's going on with that computer terminal?
You actually have the computer's skill?
I do.
Okay, so I'm going to say because you, again, don't forget that the game, like, anyone can use a computer. You don't have to have the computer skill to use it. But just you having that actually as a trained skill means that you can kind of, do some diagnostics on it, like, real quick, like, just from surveying it, right? So you look at, it's like a big old blocky CRT terminal, big back end, sort of thing. It's off. It looks like it took some damage in whatever happened here. Like simply flipping on the power isn't going to quite do it, but you can surmise that it's likely that with an appropriate skill or quick thinking or something like that, that you would you might be able to fix it up again to make it
Okay.
workable.
She'll look over at Dixon. Do you want me to spend some time and get this up?
Well, here's my question, John. Are these actually terminals? Like it's really just the screen and the keyboard, or is there actually like a computer under the desk that's?
No,
like
it's like it's like an old school like 80s big fat computer. So it's like a big monitor on the top with a big chunky mechanical keyboard, and there's like a tower underneath.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So
it's all there.
But it's not just a damaged monitor. We can't just go salvage a monitor from somewhere else.
No, I see what you're saying. No. Like it would take someone with some skill to actually make it workable again. It's like probably opening it like Thulsa. You would be able to determine, like, just looking at the tower, you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to open this up and probably fix up the motherboard a little bit. You know what I mean? It's probably going to take some. It's not something that someone could just swap out some equipment. Like, you'd have to get into the guts of the thing.
All right. So before
looking at Matt and seeing if you actually can repair it, and while you do that, I can search the room.
Well, why don't we, as part of that, John? Are there exits from this room? We
Yes.
haven't really talked about that yet.
Yep. So we could say that Dixon kind of scouts that out while you're looking at the computer. Let's see. Okay, so there is an airlock door, and then there is just a regular door. Just a I'll use Ted's terminology because I think that is easier. There's a bulkhead door.
Okay.
A much more firm door that has to be kind of manually opened, and then there's like a regular door, like a regular office door.
So a bulkhead, like
That's the way we came in. Yeah.
Oh, but no,
that was the airlock.
There's that one, but then there's also like another bulkhead door,
and then a regular door.
Okay.
and then a regular door. And remember on these maps too, like direction doesn't really matter. Just
Yeah.
just connect.
So, do either the bulkhead door or the regular door have like a window or any way to? Are they labeled? Is there any way to tell what's on the other side?
Yeah, I think okay. So the regular door says there's like an arrow indicating sort of it says security checkpoint.
Makes sense.
And the bulkhead door has a number of different listings. It says elevator, conference rooms, cafeteria, kitchen.
Okay, cool. I'll come back to that later. Matt, I just want to say, one more thing. When Matt went off O2, if he didn't immediately die, I also went off O2.
Okay.
Opened up my helmet again. Yeah. I think we should come back to this bulkhead door, cafe, kitchen. Like, I think that'd be a good, possibly good, like, base of operations, maybe. Maybe not, but I think that's the one we should look at first. But I'll continue to search the room.
And both of these are closed, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if both of these are closed, we seem kind of secure. You take a look around. I will see if I can get the computer up and running.
Sounds good.
Okay. I do have the skill. I also have the electronics tools. So.
Oh, you do? Okay, because I have assorted tools with me. So.
I've got both of those as well. So I've got regular tools and electronic tools. So I think we should be able to. Strip some wires, rejoin them.
Bet you ain't got a nail gun though. Because assembling lumber in space is definitely a thing that I do a lot of as a teamster.
Yeah. Well, you got to frame some houses, sure.
Yeah.
So Matt, are you? So I could buy either like jury rigging or computers as possible means to get this up and running again.
I'm going to use computers because that seems to make the most sense. It is computers. I have both of those skills, so and they're the same. So.
Okay, so it doesn't appear like you're in any sort of dire emergency, like like the circumstances aren't dire that you can tell right now. Like you can spend as much time as you want. If you want to make it like a rapid fix, then I'd make you roll. But if you just want to take however long it takes, you could just do it.
The doors are closed. It seems secure in here right now. We don't hear anything going on.
Right.
Dead guy's out. Seems like we have time.
Okay. So you're going to spend as much time as you need. I'm going to call it at 20 minutes.
That's reasonable.
Don't mind me. Okay.
Well, you didn't say there might be consequences for our choices.
Time, as ever, is a resource. It's now just past 10 a.m. So you open up the side of the tower, move some of the connecting cords around, and you expose the motherboard, and you can see that it kind of like there was, I don't know, some transistor or something like that got snapped off or something. Like, oh, that's it right there. And then I don't know. I don't even know if you have like a soldering thing or not, but whatever. You figure out like how to connect it back together, and the thing, you put your head back up on the thing, and you press power on. Big fat button on the back of the machine, and it comes up.
I blow the smoke off my soldering machine like a cool chick.
Yeah, absolutely. So the screen, again, we're talking about what's it called, cassette futurism sort of thing. So they're kind of a person from the 70s vision of what the future would be like is what we're kind of dealing with here. So the screen itself blinks on. And it shows like in really basic pixel graphics, cloud bank synthetics. And then it provides like a input here. Now, we're going to work through this ourselves together because I've read through this, but I haven't actually seen it in motion. We're going to be using Tuesday Night Games' actual official supplement called the Hacker's Handbook. It's a little trifold thing here that adds a little bit of depth, but not too egregious. I'm hoping. I've like compared to like Shadowrun's hacking rules, which Ted, you remember those? Yeah. They were something. But this is a little bit more refined, a little bit more elegant. So we're going to work through it here, and I want to give a shout out to a user named Pimpeem, I think is their name, who made up a specific network chart specifically for the computer's ingredient descent. So the generic rules that Tuesday Night came up for all computers, he actually used those rules to come up with like specific networks for gradient descent,
right?
Which is pretty cool. So I just want to give that shout out to him. And I'll put the link down below in the description for anyone who wants to check them out themselves. In the meantime, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay.
I'm going to stand over Matt and make helpful suggestions.
I really appreciate that. That makes all science go better.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I'm showing this to the people at home too. What the actual network map looks like here.
Did you click the thing?
Yeah. So okay. So
you got to click the thing.
You got to click the one, that one there. Click that one.
Okay, you just back off.
Okay, so it's a this was a pretty secret, not secret, but just there was a lot of secret stuff going on here. Like CloudBank was doing a lot of proprietary work and all that kind of stuff. So it's not surprising to you, Matt, whenever the input screen comes on, that you find that it's password protected. It like labels itself as like the reception terminal, right? But it's secured, basically. So.
Boy, I sure hope it's not thumbprint protected, because I feel really bad about spacing that dude.
Oh, you're stupid.
Yeah, so it's nothing that fancy. It was just literally asking for like a password. Now, you don't have hacking as a skill, but again, that doesn't mean you can't attempt to hack. It just means you don't get that, what is it, a plus 15 for hacking to any sort of skill roll you would want to do. So obviously computers would apply here to any roll you want to make. I would say that, but it would definitely take a roll. Like, this is not something that you can just figure out. It's like, because you're trying to crack a code here. So if you want to crack the code, let's see, what are our stats again? Strength, intellect, speed, and combat, right?
Yeah.
So I think intellect plus computers is what we're talking about here. Unless you can make a better argument.
No, that
Combat,
would be
a war.
I'm going to punch the computer.
Remember that you have a framework of what consequences might be, even though you're not quite sure. This is kind of what you're looking at here. Is like you're dealing with a powerful company that's now defunct, right? But that would probably have intense security with all of their with their intranet, right? And in addition, you're in the state now where, according to Arcady, the entire station AI has taken over, right? So it's likely that failure will come at a cost, right?
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Before you do this, Matt,
how do you know what this is? Go ahead.
Social engineering. I'm going to open all the drawers and look for Post-it notes, sticky notes, like passwords written on the back of a clipboard, anything like that, because people are people. And they write their passwords down. So I'm going to strip search the desk looking for the password.
This is fine. And here's what's going on in Thulsa's mind. Yeah, my thinking is exactly what you just described, John, because what I'm trying to figure out is what question at this point does she even have to ask, right? Like, sure, maybe we could get in, but success or failure, we're alerting this creature to the fact that we're here and accessing, right?
It's possible, yeah. It's a very good question to ponder. First of all, Ted, you don't find any passwords. It looks like the receptionist actually did have her shit together. Now, but to your question, Matt, with this level of technology that we're dealing with here, there isn't. It's not at the stage where every computer is linked with every other computer, right? It's sort of like they're sort of I don't know the word for it because I'm not too versed in this sort of stuff, but they're sort of like centralized nodes. Like they each a computer is going to be in charge of the systems that are sort of that it's directly. I don't know the word for it. There's no like internet, right? It's like you can't go into one computer thing and be able to and if you're a good enough hacker, like get into all the systems of CloudBank. Like that's impossible.
Yeah, it would have a place. Yeah, it would have its own area.
It's in charge of certain things. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because if this has its own tower and everything, this is not a dumb terminal. There is a computer there. Yes. And it will compute and do its job and have access to certain things that it's probably physically hardwired to.
Right. That's what I meant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But again, her mind is still like, unless we have a specific question that we want to ask of this thing.
Right. What's the return on investment?
Why risk it? Yeah, we don't know what we need from it. So we know that we can come back and try to get, if we find out that we need something, we can come get it. But right now.
Well, I mean, I would say the reason I thought we should fire it up was I think if we were able to get any sort of floor plans or if we're able to view system alerts, like, don't go to level 7 because that's where the poison gas is leaking or anything like that. Other useful things would be if there was access to any sort of camera network or security. There's 5 other divers on the system already, or on the station rather, and here they are. Like, now we know who they are, and there's lots of possible rewards. If the computer,
we just don't know what they are.
we don't know what they are. They're and we don't know whether this computer will have access to the things we want to know. But like we're operating with almost a total vacuum here. So I would counter that any information is valuable. But having an angry AI know exactly where you are is probably a risk. Yes.
And you know what? I think probably if it's that's clever, then he knows we turned this on. Sure, let's try it. I'm going to do it.
So in this situation, John, it's an intellect roll modified by his computer skill.
Yeah.
Right.
And then is it further modified by difficulty or disadvantage or anything like that?
I had that already in mind. Hacking would definitely apply here if he had it, but he doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
it's Mike.
I hack up a mic.
I return to you now at the turn of the tide.
Nice.
There you go. Right on.
They're still in the same room, Mike. They have what's the slang term for throwing someone out of airlock?
Spaced him.
I spaced the corpse.
Spaced the corpse. They didn't really. They assume he either died from hanging or from bullet holes, and now they're trying to hack into the terminal that was on the reception desk where the guy was hanging after Thulsa repaired the computer.
Okay. All right. You know what? I am going to hack it, but I want to check one more thing, John. As part of my electronics tool set, I should have like a little voltmeter thing, right? I can check to see where like electrical lines are running, and I want to see if this computer is networked, like if there are like electrical lines connecting it beyond just it being plugged in, right? Like you were saying, like maybe this is connected something, maybe it's not. But if I run this around, I could be able to tell if there was hot wire leading like off out into another room.
So it's not like a video game like where they often have that thing where it's like it glows, like the lines in the walls glow, like you know what I mean. It takes some time, right, to actually use like a voltmeter.
It's like a stud finder. I could find some stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a stud finder. So that's gonna take some effort and time. Not a roll, but time.
Can I counter that by saying, I mean, surely, like you and I today, a LAN connection, it's obvious. It's like a specific type of port in the back of the computer. Wouldn't he know that's the port that's a data port, that's a power port, or something like that?
Yeah, well, you could definitely confirm that the computer is not just self-contained. Like yeah. Like
it's definitely getting power, right? Like it's
got power.
Yeah, we got it working.
Yeah. And it is obviously connected. There are connections.
Yeah.
So is it just that there's enough connections back there that he has to kind of test it to?
Well, and is it not just a matter?
It's a little too specific for me. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so he can determine that there's after I'll say like a turn, like 10 minutes, that it's that the computer connects to other systems in the area.
Okay.
All right.
So just fine. I'm going to try to hack into the password. My intellect is 37. I have a plus 10 from computer, so I'm trying to roll below a 47.
Okay.
And I fail. That is a 63. My dice hate me today.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, Mike, is we had to make a bends check, and Matt failed it hardcore.
Really hard.
I'm pretty glad I wasn't here for that. That's
you don't know.
You're gonna have to make that too.
Damn you, Ted.
Okay, roll me a. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Next response for how severe reaction is from response rate from null to +5. All right. So, what was the? That's a +0. Okay, so roll me a D10, Matt.
All right. Well, that one fell down. That's a 5.
5. Okay, so you attempt to go, and you're like, maybe it's this, and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pass word with a 0.
Dixon's like, that's the same letter as on my luggage, and but it boots you out. You do like the 3 attempts, and it's like, and then the screen sort of blacks out, and kind of gives you like a yes. Yeah, basically. Hold on a second. Sorry, my brain's fried and my dog is active here. Hold on.
Elvis, don't make trouble, boy.
Okay. Yeah. So it gives it like an audible beep, and the password. It looks like you would think first that you've actually harmed the computer in some sort of way because it blacks out and you think like it's not coming back on again. And where it said like password please or something like that with an input box, that disappears, and now there's just a blinking cursor up at the top.
I'd say turn it off. Just turn the computer off.
Power cycling. That's what our IT guys call it. Power cycling.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach around and shut it off, John.
How do we do it? 5. How do I do a D5? Just D10 divided by 2.
2d10 and then
D10 divided by 2.
Divided by 2 and round down.
You shouldn't need to round down.
No,
1 or 2 is 1, 3 or 4 is 2.
Exactly.
Okay, 1.
Just divide by 2.
1 and 2. 1 and 2 are 1. 2 and 3.
What if I rolled a 5? What is it? What is the D5 if I rolled a 5 on the D10?
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
So I round up. Right?
No. It's not a rounding thing. It's not a rounding thing, John. Results of 1 and 2 are a 1. 3 and 4 are a 2. 5 and 6 are a 3.
5 and 6 are a 3. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, Mike, roll me a D100.
D100.
Get higher than your bends.
Is this my bends check?
You want to get your bends or higher.
Okay. So I rolled a 63.
You're fine.
And my bends current rating is 9.
Yep. Thulsa failed hers, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hard. I rolled a 0, Mike. A 0.
That's like a critical fail, isn't it?
I'm afraid that it might be.
Just shush.
Okay, so
everything's going to be fine.
What do you do with the computer, Thulsa?
Turned it off.
I reach around and turn it off.
You turn it off.
I don't like how that looks.
All right,
yeah.
so it goes down.
Is there a way, Matt, to like basically like hardwire into it? Like, do you have like, is there a way to maybe just mechanically bypass, like basically yank out its memory core or something like that, and just?
I mean, I was hacked. I mean, we can come back to it, but like right now, we're not getting anywhere with it, right? Like,
You failed the
there's
roll.
nothing.
So,
I failed.
It took
I was
some time.
trying. Yeah.
And Matt, you also take a stress.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
So maybe the better part of Valor, guys, is just, like not worried about this for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
think
tried.
we
We failed. We go forward.
Well,
should we go to the?
hold on.
There was that one.
Because I was searching the room as well while you were doing all this stuff. I searched the desk. I didn't find anything of interest in the desk. Did I find anything else anywhere in the room?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing that piques your interest.
Great.
And
So-
while he was doing that, John, can I be listening at this door to the north?
So there's
just
no
kinda
directions really.
Okay.
There's a bulkhead that's labeled elevator, conference room, cafe, and kitchen, and a door labeled security checkpoint.
Then I'll be listening at the security checkpoint door.
Okay.
Because that's where the death robots come from.
Typically.
It's true.
But the kitchen robots are the ones that have knives for hands, and you really got to watch out for those.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything
Maybe
on
don't.
the door.
Go ahead.
Don't hear anything.
No.
Okay.
All right.
So we can go that way if you want. I was thinking the bulkhead door sounded more interesting. Might potentially find a base of operations, a place to.
I agree with that. But since this is a security checkpoint, to me, it almost feels like a guard room. And guard rooms might have security,
Guards.
like access cards or weapons or stuff like that. So, and it's probably just like a single room in my mind. So why don't we just check that out real quick and just check if it goes down a long corridor, We can just shut the door and go your way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. I dig it.
Okay.
I'm fine with this. I will step well away from the door.
I'll get out my nail gun.
Okay, so Sharp opens the door. You see before you that there are a set of concrete stairs that go down.
Okay, we don't have to do that then. We can. Are these areas lit typically, John? Are there like functioning lights,
Yes.
or is it dark?
It's functioning lights everywhere until I say differently. And there's working gravity.
Okay, and the
oxygen.
staircase. Can you see the bottom of the staircase? Is it just like a short staircase, or
No,
is
it turns like it goes down like a landing, and like a landing and turns around.
All right, I leave it up to you guys. Then that blows my theory of it being like a one-off room.
It is odd. I wonder if security checkpoint really means barracks or something like that. But yeah, I'd prefer to go to the bulkhead.
Okay, can we shut that door behind us, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's shut it, and then we can go the other direction.
So the bulkhead, no window, you said.
Nope.
So we should probably listen at that.
You don't hear anything.
Yeah, and I'll. So like what? They got like the spinning wheel, or like the little knobs along the edge of the door, kind of thing, or.
Yeah, you could just open it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
All right. So you open it up. There is a corridor that goes that leads off from there, and it goes to a few different directions. So how to describe this? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a tough time here. I got to get out of D&D mode here. So you have your options here. Basically, there are a number of different of rooms that lead off of this corridor and in either direction. So there's, as the sign said, there is a lift. There's an elevator. There are 2 meeting rooms, and there is a cafeteria.
Okay. 2 meeting rooms, a lift, and a cafeteria. Okay.
Yep.
The cafeteria is probably like a one-shot stop. So again, just to kind of clear out stuff that might be behind us. I feel like maybe before we go, I mean, we could do this with the meeting rooms too, actually, to be honest with you, is let's just clear each room as we come across them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we can move this around as which one we do first. Sure.
On the map, you got them strung out in a line, and shouldn't it be more like all 4 of those things connect to the reception?
Yeah, we can move it around. Yeah.
Separately? Okay, fine. All right. Yeah, why don't we proceed in and poke our heads in the meeting rooms and head towards the cafeteria?
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
headlamp on.
So let's go to just what we designate as meeting room 1 first.
Okay. So there's a door that says meeting room A.
And no windows into that room, John? No. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm still in D&D mode too by listening at doors, but I still feel comfortable doing that. So I'd like to listen at the door.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. And then are these doors opened electronically, or are they mechanical?
They're just regular doors. They're just regular doors.
And are they steel doors? Or are they polymer, laminate, plastic?
No,
whatever.
They're just fucking doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're standard indoor doors.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
They're not like Star Trek ones. I will open the door just a notch, just wide enough to stick my shotgun barrel through it.
Okay. So you can see beyond that there, it is what it is. It's a meeting room. There's some dingy carpeting in there. Some really nice office chairs that have been sort of scattered about. Big conference table that has been flipped over and actually turned to sort of to block the door a little bit. You could get through, but it's been kind of obviously flipped over as an attempt to become a barrier. And the top of it, which you're kind of looking at, right, because it's been flipped over, actually is carved into the wood. It says "fuck off" in the wood facing you.
Nice.
And there's also looks to be a backpack that is covered with iron-on patches, which has been looks like it fell off the table and is the contents of which a lot of it has sort of spilled out of the backpack. You can see a lot of There's looks to be some stim packs, some shotgun shells. Looks to be a flashlight there as well.
Is there any bullet holes or evidence of blood splatters, or like somebody barricaded themselves in behind this table and then died?
Well, he just cracked it with his shotgun, so that's sort of what he sees immediately. But doesn't appear to be what Sharp doesn't see any bullet holes like the reception area, and there's no corpses, and there's no smell of corpses either.
Right.
And I'm seeing that despite the fact that the door is or the table is right in front of me on its side, right? Like, or am I peeping over the top of it?
You're kind of peeking over the top, but you could step in. It just looks like at one point that had blocked the door, and then maybe the door was open and the table was sort of pushed back. Right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt.
John, is there light in this room?
Yeah. There's light until I say there isn't light.
There's light until John says there's not.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. John, I'm gonna go into the room and I'm gonna peep over the top of the table just to get like the full, like, how many doorways in and out, that kind of thing.
Right. There are no exits out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna move into the room and I'll wave everybody forward.
Just a little bit of housekeeping. Thulsa's faceplate is open. She didn't want to use more of her O2, so she did the computer stuff. Faceplate open. Her faceplate is still open.
Gotcha.
Right now, I don't know if...
That's the same as me. Yeah.
Okay.
We're tromping around in vac suits because that's one of the reasons why I'm hoping to find a spot where we can safely make a base and leave the vac suits. Or ideally find some way to like carry gear around, like a
backpack,
wheelbarrow, or a hover wagon, or whatever.
A donkey cart.
Donkey cart.
Yeah, sure. Let's go on in this room.
Well, how far away is the door to meeting room B? Like across the hall?
Yeah, it's like right next door, basically.
I think we should get this loot real quick, Ted. Let's go get this.
I don't want to be messing around in there and something comes out of B. I just want to listen at the door to B and pop it open. We can clear room A first, but I just want to see what's in B.
You don't hear anything beyond that door either.
I'll nail gun up. I'll pop it open.
Okay. So it's another meeting room. There is a plastic table in here that's basically been smashed to pieces, and there are books that have been torn asunder that are been just scattered everywhere in the room. So there's like heaps of just like paperwork and torn pages and book spines and stuff like that. Looks like a real mess, much more of a mess than the other meeting room.
But no obvious threats or bodies or bloated.
Not that you could tell with a quick glance. Yeah.
Okay, I'll close the door and go back to room A.
Okay.
Lead on, Mike.
I'm gonna go investigate the backpack, John. I'm definitely gonna collect the extra shotgun shells. Stim packs are different than med kits, correct? Like stim packs are. I should know this, but I don't.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I'll find the stats, Mike. You keep going.
Okay. How many stim packs, shotgun shells, and anything else useful in that backpack, John?
So they're so you take a look at them. Unfortunately, like there's a lot of stuff, but they all appear to be relatively useless. The stim packs all are
used.
They're like used. Yeah, there were 6 of them. There are 12 shotgun shells, but you can tell Sharp that they're all duds. Like they would probably do more harm than good. But the one useful thing there is a working flashlight.
Okay.
Can I have the backpack?
I don't have a flashlight, so I will look at it. Can I look at the patches?
Yeah, they don't. They don't describe it here in the module, and I don't have the wherewithal to come up with something cute and funny. But there's a bunch of,
So, guys, the stim pack, if I can just get it in here, cures cryo sickness, reduces stress by 1, restores 1d10 health, and grants advantage to all rolls for 1d10 minutes. Roll 1d10. If you roll under the amount of doses you've taken in the last 24 hours, make a death save.
Nice. I mean, they're very cool.
You have all taken a stim pack because that's what got you out of cryo.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Right.
John, anything? Okay, table's overturned. Looking around while he's investigating the backpack. Anything electronic in this room? Outlets, telephones, monitors in the wall.
There's some outlets, but that's basically it. There's no actual electronic equipment.
Okay. Just while he's doing that, I'm going to use my voltmeter. Are they live? I'm just checking to see if there's electricity everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That makes
You're
sense.
such a contractor. You're like,
Yeah,
probably get some more drywall up in here. Maybe some.
Yeah, this is going to cost you. This isn't up to code. I'm sorry.
It's good to know. It means that like we can start to extrapolate the condition of the system, the station.
Yeah. The lights are flickering, but they're not like flickering like that's going to get you like an epileptic fit. It's just like every once in a while, like that sort of thing.
Right.
But,
Just to creep us out. We get it.
Most of the time they're on. Yeah. Let's take our first break, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. Okay, so yeah, you seem to.
I want the backpack. Can I have the backpack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it a big backpack, John, or just a little, JanSport?
No, it's pretty sizable actually.
Could I maybe with some paracord and some creativity use it to carry my vac suit rather than wear it?
No, like I said last session, like the vac suits can't be rolled up. It's like, you know what I mean?
They're
Like,
big.
yeah.
Well, I wasn't suggesting to roll it up and carry it under my arm. I meant like put the helmet in, put the gloves in, put the boots in, tie the suit on the back, or is that's just a no?
No, it's just
Okay,
it's a
fine.
massive thing. Yeah.
All right, I'll take the backpack anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Last thing I want to do in this room, John, at least with what we've seen so far, I just want to take a screwdriver out real quick, and I want to pop off the faceplate on one of the electrical outlets,
Okay.
just so that the wiring behind there is exposed.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever need to get to that in a hurry.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
All right.
kind of dismantle it, leave it kind of dangling from the wall a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay. It's now 10:20.
All right.
Okay. Let's move.
So as searching around the room, no, there's not like a credenza with coffee stuff in it or other kind of meeting room things. The table, chairs, backpack full of duds.
Yep.
No leftover meeting cookies from their last meeting.
Cookies. That sounds good. We should go look at the books and papers in the other room quickly and see if any of that's relevant, like, instructions on how to deactivate an Android,
Sure.
for example.
I'm down with that.
So you go into the other room. Like I said, the table is a smashed plastic table, books, pages all over the place. Just on a cursory look, it's impossible to sort of determine what's here, if there's anything valuable. But if it depends on if you want to spend some time or.
I think we should spend some time rooting around just to see what's in here. And
I'm
if there's
fine with
anything
this.
hiding under the piles or behind the bookshelves or anything.
Books are my friends. Sure.
Yeah.
Why isn't this okay?
Maybe I could find a copy of the latest Brandon Sanderson
Mail.
book, the Stormlight Archive Volume 67 or something.
Yeah. So the books don't yield. The remnants of the books don't really yield anything interesting. However, in a pile of those books, you do find something very interesting. It is a syringe, a small syringe. The plunger has been pulled all the way back, and there is some sort of slightly pale yellow liquid that is filling that syringe. However, what causes you all to take a stress,
Oh, for real?
for real,
Jeez.
is that the syringe has been strapped, like jury rig strapped, to what is obviously a mine.
Oh,
Yeah, no wonder I took a stress.
yeah.
A mine, like a Claymore mine kind of thing?
Yeah. How do we know it's obviously a mine, John? Because I
Well,
can think
it's-
of one way that we obviously
towards
know that there's
enemy
a
on
mine.
From a distance, like just, I would say that Sharp would probably call it out. Like, what's that? Oh shit! Stand back, right?
I thought you said it was strapped to a mime.
It's even worse.
That's
That'd
worse.
be-
Too stressed.
Exactly. Yeah. from a distance, Sharp can peg it immediately as a mine just from his military background, but you haven't gotten close enough to sort of take a look.
Okay. Guys, what's the risk versus reward on engaging with this? I'm just curious. Like, what is the
I don't think there is a reward. Unless the syringe contains like youth serum or healing pack or some crazy shit like that.
And then why would you put that on a mine?
The syringe also has like a little plastic nozzle to protect, like, you know, so you don't accidentally get poked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you say strapped, do you mean like duct tape?
Yeah, it's basically like duct taped. Yeah.
So looking at it, would I assess that the idea here is that some idiot goes, ooh, a syringe full of something valuable, and I touch the mine and I explode? Does that look like what I'm looking at?
Only if you're like a true idiot, right?
Right.
Like, it does not look like there was any sort of deception involved, right? It looks like a syringe strapped to a bomb.
Right, well, now the question is, guys, are we those idiots? Like, are we going to go
Not it.
check this out? John, how close do I have to get to the mine to determine if it's active? Or is it another dud like all the other shit that we found so far?
I would say you are the only one that doesn't actually have to like handle the thing.
Okay.
So you would have to get up close, but you wouldn't have to like touch it.
And I'm going to belly crawl.
Hold on a second, Mike. To be clear, this is a contact mine, not a proximity mine.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
He's about to find out, I think.
He's about to find out. Go nuts.
I back off.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this room that can be used as some sort of like protection, like a flipped over table or anything like that?
There's a smashed plastic table, but it's nowhere near as sturdy as like the big fuck off metal one that was in the other room.
Okay.
So it's like it's not a kid's table, but it's like a cheap piece of office.
Yeah, go get the other table.
Yeah.
You said it's a metal table, John?
Go get the other one.
Yeah.
But it's really big.
In the first room. In the first room.
Okay, so my tool belt, assorted tools, construction is my thing. I've got a metal nibbler. I've got a little tool that'll cut metal. Like, just I'll cut him a shield
out of the table.
Yeah.
What are you saying that? Why do you have that again?
I have a tool belt full of assorted tools, and my background is like industrial equipment, and battery powered nibblers are a thing. Like I'm just cutting metal.
If you want to do it right, that'll take some time. Do you want to do it right, or you want to try to speed things up?
I have a suggestion that might move things along faster. We have a few of us. Let's just bring the whole table. Just use the whole table.
I get the impression it's very large, though, right?
Yeah. It is very large, very heavy. It will fit through the door. Obviously, I had to get in there in the first place, but
we could also just take some of the legs off of it if we need to with your toolkit, right?
Yeah, I've got tools too. We've got three of us.
Can I try one experiment, guys? I mean, it might fuck everything up, but if it is a proximity mine, I don't want to go anywhere near it anyway, right? So why don't we take something that we have found,
like a book,
like a book. And John, I'm not going to toss it on the mine. I'm going to toss it so it lands maybe about 2 feet from the mine, right?
Okay. Nothing happens.
From around the room kind of thing. I'm just going to gently like underhand it and have it land next to the mine.
Nothing happens.
Okay. So now let's go get your tool or go get the table. And then at least that way we can get it a little bit closer so I can observe the mine and see if it's a contact mine or something else.
Yeah, with three of us, John, can we negotiate that table like out of one room and into the other?
It'll take some time if you want to do it right.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, one moment.
It's our new friend. It's our
I was going to make Mike a shield, but sure, fine. It's fine.
I love your shield.
Fine.
Okay. So you manhandle that table. It's a little bit noisy, but you get it through the door into the other meeting room.
Okay. Crouching behind it, I'm going to kind of scoot the table. Like, how far away am I from it from in the door?
I don't know. What do you want to have happen?
I want to see how close do I have to get to it in order to actually be able to tell what kind of mine it is and how it goes off.
You have to get pretty close. You can determine it is not a proximity mine. So all you have to do, you can get as close as you want. You're reluctant to touch it.
Okay.
So you get up close. we can just beat to the chase here.
Okay.
You get up close to the mine. You take a look at it. It's fairly obvious to you, Sharp, that it is not an explosive, like shrapnel sort of thing. It's an EMP mine.
Oh.
It's an anti-android mine, maybe, huh?
Yeah. And now that I'm this close to it, can I see the syringe any better? Is there like any labeling on it or anything to indicate what it is?
No label. It just has like the gradations on the tube. It's on the glass syringe itself. It looks to be like a very well-made syringe. It's not like a disposable syringe. It's something that would be in a laboratory and reused, right? And cleaned and sterilized in between uses, all that sort of thing. But it looks primed, right? And as I said, it's secured with the nozzle on the top, but just roughly sort of taped to this mine.
And does it look like if I were to remove that, that would make the button like, you know how like say a mine is like this, so when you step on it, it goes like that. Is the needle taped to the thing so that when you take your foot off, it'll go off?
That is the right question, and the answer is yes.
Okay. All right. I go report to the rest of the group and ask what they want to do. An EMP mine. I don't really know what that does. I'm just a jarhead. I think it's against robots or electronics, but I don't know what the explosive radius of it would be or how damaging it would be or anything like that.
I have no idea either.
If you have to press down on it to set it off, can we carefully lift it and carry it?
You might be able to carry it, but the thing is you can't get the syringe off without it detonating.
Well,
that's okay. I'm just thinking it might be useful for us to have. Obviously, this was a weapon that somebody jury rigged and didn't have a chance to use. Maybe we can have a chance to use it.
Right. Like next to the what's his name? Not the Minotaur, the other thing that's out there.
Oh,
the Monarch, right? Like set this off next to the Monarch's mainframe kind of thing.
Mike, you can kind of say that like the way that it's right now, like you could definitely pick it up and you'd be safe, you know, because like you said, it's like it's only if you remove the syringe from the activator will it actually go off. So in the kind of bundle that it's in right now, it's actually. I mean, you know, you'd be a little bit nervous carrying it around with you, but it doesn't appear like it's going to go off just from handling it, you know.
Okay.
Maybe the thing to do here is to not carry it with us, but to put it somewhere safe where we know we can come back and get it if we need it.
Well, let me ask you this too, and I'm sorry, this might be one last question that John doesn't really know the answer to. Since it's already primed, is there any way, like a switch, that will make it safe?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
So here's my theory. The needle, the syringe is bait for an android or something, and you know. The intent is something wants that syringe, takes that syringe, EMP pulse that would kill an android. John, can I have robotics. I don't have AI, but I do have robotics. Mm-hmm. That yellow liquid, does it ring any bells? Does it look like something that I would be familiar with that a mechanical being would want or need?
Not with robotics. What other skills do you have? Like higher
I've got
skills?
jury rigging, computers, mechanical repair, and robotics.
Okay, and what is like your?
And I've got it.
Did you like what kind of scientist were you again? Like what's your field?
I'm an engineer.
Engineer.
Right?
Okay.
So
all right, yeah.
With a master in like mechanical. My master's is in robotics.
In robotics.
So if this was a substance that was crucial to any kind of mechanical life form or
right,
construct,
yeah.
I would probably
understood.
recognize
So no, I would say I would say with your field of study that like this liquid you can't tell, although you did it on your own, Matt, not based on your background, but your supposition that this is bait for an android does ring very true.
Okay.
I think we should take it with us, because if we need it, it won't be where we are, if we don't take it.
Is there a way maybe to use like additional duct tape to make it more safe or something like that? Because John said we would be nervous carrying it around. That indicates that there's a possibility it could still go off, kind of thing, right? So
yeah, it is made out of glass, so it is the syringe, so it's kind of fragile, right? You could definitely wrap some more duct tape around it, but nothing's going to prevent like a hard impact from shattering that syringe,
And that if the syringe shatters, that's just enough movement for the switch, is what we're guessing, right?
I would rule that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So would it fit in my lunchbox?
Yep.
Okay, if I take all of the food I put in the lunchbox and put it in my backpack, if the mine will fit in the lunchbox, I can stuff tissue and stuff around it and close the lid and secure it.
Yeah.
Use the Cheetos as phone packing.
packing peanuts.
Oh my God, no, not my Cheetos, man.
Are you asking like would it be more resilient to impact?
Yes.
I would. I don't know what role it would be. We have to figure out at the time. But I would say that it would. It'd definitely be safer.
Let's do that.
Seems smart. Yeah.
Let's put it in the lunchbox, and we could take it with us. And it's better than just carrying it in our hands for the first time we trip on something pseudo flesh floor and we break it.
Right.
Cool. I love it.
I love this idea.
Okay.
Great. So who's writing down dangerous mine on their character sheet? That would probably be you, right?
That's
That's me. Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
Okay.
And David is. We're very lucky that David is dead to us tonight because his character would be very, very nervous about this thing.
I'm not going to tell him what's in my lunchbox.
No, you're going to put it under his bunk.
John, would I have a sense of the looking at this thing, knowing that it's an EMP weapon, the range? Like, is this 20 feet? Is this 500 feet? Do I get a sense of how far an EMP pulse?
I would say, yeah, I guess with your background, you probably actually have dealt with EMP, like whenever you're experimenting with robots, like when you have to do the quick shut off real quick. When things go wrong. So yeah, let's. I would. I think it's probably going to be definitely local. So let's call it 30 feet. 30 feet radius.
Okay.
60 feet diameter.
Okay. And so that'll be helpful when David's back. So
yeah.
I would assume it would fry our comms and probably the computers on board our vac suits.
You know what? To make it more abstract, we'd say like it would the pulse would affect like an entire personal space room, right? Not an industrial scale room, but a personal scale room.
Sure.
Right.
And that makes it easy for us.
And it just put all electronic.
Okay.
Right?
Electronics, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get too nerdy, but it would really only impact electronics that are active.
Right.
Like if you've powered down a computer, it's fine.
Yep.
okay.
I turn off my
All right.
vac suit.
So one personal scale room's worth of active electronics.
Great.
All right. Progress, guys. You only owe 99,999,950 credits.
Let's see if you can sell this. I'm not sure you could really
remember
sell this.
anything that you find that you deem as valuable. Remember, Arcady has the lost and found, where he can keep stuff. And I can tell you straight up, it's not going to be like a Codswallop sort of situation. Like if it's in the lost and found, and as long as you treat Arcady right, then just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Then your stuff will be safe there. If you're leery about carrying valuable stuff around with you on the deep, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's
Cafeteria?
cafeteria and kitchen, I think. Okay. So I guess it's just further down the hallway kind of thing.
Yeah. So you're going down to the cafeteria.
Yeah. And no other obvious exits from this room. Each one of these is just like one door in and out.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So all right. So yeah, futzing around with that thing. Took another thing. My goddamn Steam Deck's not working, but whatever. Don't mind me. Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
All right. So so you get to the cafeteria. Now the cafeteria has like two like wide kind of push doors that you can kind of open, and opens into just what it kind of it almost looks like a high school cafeteria, like a very large room with lots of tables and chairs. They're the kind of like tables that you see in like school cafeterias where like the chairs are actually attached.
Uh-huh.
They're just like little stools. But it's relatively empty. There is food wrappers from vending machines scattered about. There's broken equipment. But it looks like a lot of the tables and chairs. Correct me. I'm wrong. I made that up and I shouldn't have. The chairs are separate from the tables. There are a lot of tables and chairs that have been set up in obviously barricading positions, like throughout the cafeteria.
I'm picking up a theme here.
The fluorescent lights in the ceiling are flickering on and off, and there is a vinyl banner, like that last scene of Jurassic Park where like the T-Rex is there and the vinyl banner kind of floats down. It's like that, but like there's like a vinyl banner that's been pulled off one end, but sort of hanging from the ceiling in the center of the cafeteria, and it reads, "Over 50 billion synthetics sold. You made it happen."
50 billion?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of robots.
Jeez. Are we getting like a sort of a vibe of I'm not sure how to describe this, but like the barricades, the way they're set up, like somebody's falling back and setting up more barricades, and we're moving towards a final battle, or is it seem just very random?
Good question. It's not random, but it looks less like anyone was like seating positions or anything like that. But they've been set up to sort of front the varying egresses from the room. So they're basically like anyone kind of to come into the room from any point would be met with like a barricade, or not with a barricade that's blocking the door, but that you could hide behind and fire behind, sort of thing, right?
I see.
So those are scattered about. So speaking of which, those egresses, there's the one that you came through. There are also two doors that you can easily see because they have big windows that go into the kitchen, and then there's another door that has like the symbol for security checkpoint on it.
Interesting.
And that one, I believe, probably has that one has like the most barricades, like the most defense against.
Oh, so it's defending against the door that's labeled.
Yeah, all the barricades are
so
defending against exits from the room. Yeah.
Now I'm wondering if the androids set up all these barricades.
I don't think so, man, because think about it. They left the android trap in the middle of one of their defensive perimeters kind of thing, right? To me, it feels like androids in a revolt, humans are falling back into these defensive places, and then they're falling back again into the security area. So
no, if the barricade is defending against someone coming out of the security checkpoint, there's two possibilities. The android built the barricade to defend against human security personnel, or the security checkpoint fell to the androids immediately.
Don't forget too that unlike like the Lost Chambers of Arden, where you're kind of piecing together a mystery that happened a long time ago, that may not necessarily be the case. Like you're thinking, well, you're on it, but don't forget that you've been told by Arcadia that this place has been picked over by divers, right? It's not like you're the first people to come down here in a long time since Cloudbank went over. Like this place is constantly inhabited with like a bunch of fucking lowlives like you, just rotating through ever since it all fell to Monarch.
So these aren't Arcantian barricades then?
No, but it's just I'm just saying it's like there's a lot of element. You're going to have to figure out like what is an element from what happened during Cloudbank times and what is something that's been recently placed or by divers.
Yeah,
right.
I follow you.
Yeah.
Well, if we compare these barricades, like there have been barricades in 2 rooms so far, right? Mm-hmm. The book room didn't have it; it was just trashed. If we compare those, do we get any kind of sense of how recently this violence happened? Are there any smells of gunfire or things still swinging? Obviously, that would be like something very, very recent. But do we get any kind of clues about one happening more recently than the
here?
other?
Unfortunately, not. So there's unlike the reception, there is no bullet holes, and you haven't seen any bullet holes since reception or casings for that matter, right? and so anyone could have flipped over those tables at any time. The wrappers are of vending machine product, so there's no like spoiled food that you could kind of test. You know what I mean? So that and nothing. The only place that smelled bad was reception because of that corpse, and even that wasn't that bad because the corpse was so far gone. You know what I mean? Like it was just just blackened and gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So big room, lots of furniture. Some of it's barricades, some trash. Exit to the kitchen, exit to the security checkpoint, and then vending machines and tray return and
Yep, you got it.
Napkins and silverware and crap like that.
No, and there's barricade against the security door, but there's not a barricade against the kitchen door.
So it doesn't really matter, we'll put it that way. But there's just a bunch of barricades that have been set up in the middle of the cafeteria. None of them are blocking any exits. They've been set up to defend against anyone coming in through those exits.
Okay.
Right.
Let's not overthink this, guys. We're going down the rabbit hole. All right.
Kitchen?
So
vending machine.
kitchen,
I'm curious.
the vending machine. Okay.
Yeah. Anything still good in those vending machines?
There is still
over?
some stuff in there. It looks, the vending machine's kind of beat up. You don't know if it would actually dispense anything using the normal means, but
I mean, Twinkies last forever, but what else is in there? Like candy bars, or is it? It's not like
whatever you
processed
want.
food, right?
There's fresh baked lasagna in there if you want.
I want a lasagna.
You have a lasagna.
I have a lasagna. Sweet. Oh wait, I don't have a lunchbox anymore. So
See,
You have a
I
fresh
hate Mondays.
lasagna, but no silverware. So now you take one stress.
Well, if we need food, we can come back here. I can probably bust these open, but it doesn't seem.
I would like to go
important.
look into the windows into the kitchen area while they're
kitchen facts.
faxing about.
okay.
I'm gonna eat lasagna while he's looking through the window.
So they're like push doors, so you can just kind of have a whole bunch of stuff with you and kind of move through like a restaurant, And
Corner.
looking through those sort of porthole window. Either door just leads to different parts of the kitchen, but they all lead to like the same room. The kitchen itself is stainless steel, typical industrial sort of kitchen, completely ransacked, empty shelves. There's like nothing left. Like there's no food at all left. What you do see though is that looks like there's been some jury rig burners, just some like hot plates that have been set up on a countertop, and they're plugged in. You can see that through the window. Interesting though, there's a big prep table in the center, like where most of the action would take place if they were actually cooking, and there is a small golden statue that's in the center of that table that you can't quite make out what it is, and there's a plate in front of it that has some stuff on it that you can't really tell.
Does this look familiar to like style and vibe to what we saw back at the Bell in the garden? And what was her name?
Noriko?
Noriko, yeah.
No.
Like
Well, I mean,
different.
In its sort of like shrine aspect, I guess it kind of does. Like there, like Sharp, you kind of get like an offering sort of vibe from it. But again, you're looking through like a dirty window,
Right.
at a distance sort of.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think we should go into there.
Yeah,
I think we should go in. All right.
Let's go into there.
Crouching down, John, I'll go to like one of the doors and again kind of nose it open with the barrel of my rifle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You door creaks open. Exactly what you saw when you went through the window. Nothing jumps out at you.
Move in, taking cover as I go, and see if I can get within maybe like 7 or 8 feet of that golden statue to determine what it is.
Yeah. So when you do, you can see it's right in the center of the prep table. There's nothing else on the prep table except for this statue and the plate right in front of it. The statue is small, I'd say about a foot high, of a golden rat on its hind legs.
Okay.
And in front of it is a plate which looks to be nondescript, like one of the plates that would have been served on here. But there is 4 cans of canned food. There are 10 cigarettes, And there are 3 magazines of ammunition.
What kind of ammunition?
What kind do you want it to be?
Shotgun ammunition.
That's exactly what it is. It's actually written right here.
Yeah,
For sure. 100%.
All right, John, you've baited me. I am baited. I am going to creep forward even closer to see if there is anything that looks like a trap on this fucker.
Yeah.
Careful, Mike. John is a master at this.
I know, dude. He knows exactly the kind of shit I go for.
Not exactly. I mean, not that you can see.
Okay. All right.
I want to walk up and put some lasagna on the plate as an offering to the rat god.
Yeah. Do you take the other stuff off? Because the other stuff is sort of like taking it up right now.
Oh,
I'll take the magazines.
I'll let Mike take the ammo, and then I'll put it where the ammo was. I'll put some lasagna there.
Okay. Some hot steaming lasagna fresh from the vending machine.
Rats love that shit way more than shotgun.
I went in on this as well. I'm going to pour. I still have some of my tequila left. I'm just going to pour just a little spritz of my tequila.
On top of the lasagna is like a little sauce.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you've ruined his lasagna, but
No, it's add some spice, add some bit of bite.
Cool.
Nothing happened when you put your own stuff on there.
What's the canned food?
It's whatever you want, just beans or whatever.
And is it expired?
Maybe it's
is there a date on it?
Chef Boyardee lasagna.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does it appear expired? Like, has it been on this station for 20 years? Right? Because we don't really know much about this place.
Yeah, probably. I would say, yeah, probably expired, but it's canned goods, so, and it's not dented, so there's probably very low chance of botulism.
Low
but
chance
there's a non-zero chance of botulism. Put it that way.
You'd have to roll below like an 8 on a D100.
Yeah, that would never ever happen.
No chance at all. Would never happen.
I will take the 4 cans of food.
Okay.
Put them in the backpack. I'm in terrible fear that we're going to get stuck on this station and not have anything to eat and starve. And speaking of which, do the sinks work?
The sinks work. Huh?
Is there any way to get some water to put in my backpack?
If you have a container.
I don't. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna start opening cabinets looking for a water bottle.
So okay. So if you search the kitchen, obviously
I do.
There's something I want to do while he's searching the kitchen too. So
there's literally nothing. Like it looks like the whole place has been cleaned out.
Shit.
And it's pretty easy to it doesn't take that much time to figure that out because all of the cabinets and cupboards have been opened up.
Right. Okay. Does the water work?
The water works. Yeah.
Yeah. So John, my question is. Oh wait, did you need to? I don't know if you need to.
I'll get hydrated. I'll drink some water.
Kill him with water. Okay.
Right.
You mentioned that there were burners set up. Are these electric burners? Are these hooked up to gas?
Electric burners, like portable sort of ones, right? That you would bring like camping. But I guess that was a big gas, but yeah, but you plug them in. Yeah.
So a little portable hot plate.
A little hot plate. Yep. You can put a pan on there.
Okay.
But the idea is that someone has added these because the existing built-in stuff is not working.
That's correct. Yeah, there's a whole wall that's like a range of ovens and and grills and all that kind of stuff, and that's completely defunct. In your search, Dixon, you could determine too that the gas has been deactivated, right? Like all of that stuff is non-functional. So Thulsa, you could kind of see that these were probably brought here within the recent past, relatively, right? Like a jury rig.
I want to yoink one. If I can take one with me, unplug it from the wall, so I have a hot plate.
Do you have a pack to carry it in?
I can put it in my briefcase.
You could put it in your briefcase. Yes, it's a little odd, but yes, you can have a hot plate.
Hey, I've got a briefcase. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
I got a hot plate in my briefcase.
While these guys are doing this, John, first, number one, how many magazines was it of ammunition?
I think I said 3.
3.
Yeah.
3 mags. Yeah. I want to check the rounds inside to make sure that they're also not dangerous duds.
These are active. These will work. Yeah.
Okay,
that's good.
The next thing I want to do is kind of look at the base of the statue and see if there's anything adhering it to the table. or tripwires or anything like that?
Not that you can see. It appears to be just
Okay.
freestanding on the table.
Going into my camping gear, I'm going to take out some fishing line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to, using a 2 half hitches knot, which I know how to do. I'm going to make a loop that's going to basically slowly tighten down around the head of the rat.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to unspool maybe about 15 feet of that line, and hiding behind a table, I'm going to go yoink.
Wait. Before you do that, Mike, I got a suggestion for you with your fishing line. Take a piece of that fishing line and run it underneath the statue. If there's anything connecting it or something there, you would tell.
Except
right.
that if that's the trigger point, you might set it off.
Yeah.
Well,
like my idea
you can
better.
stop if. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna tell them to clear before I yoink the statue.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you just making it topple over, or are you actually like pulling it all the way off the table?
I'm gonna topple it over, John, and then assuming that nothing awful happens, I'm gonna drag it towards me.
Okay. So all that happens. Nothing bad happens, and the rat easily comes right towards you. Yep.
Is it actually gold?
It's not solid gold, but it's like gold plated. Yeah.
How much do I think it's worth?
You don't know.
How much? Well, at least one of us is concerned about our crippling debt and is trying to overcome that.
Yeah, I'm sure the statue of the rodent will do it. Yeah, I think we're done.
100 million credits we owe. We're never going to be able to do it piecemeal. It's the
Not
big
with that attitude, Ted. Not with that attitude.
You're right. You're right.
All right.
Speaking of which, I had a thought, guys, and I just wanted to, because I'm sitting here chewing on lasagna thinking about this because it bugs me. Because we bribed Thelema Navy with Thelema money. And I don't know how this will help us, but it makes me think that whoever set us up and set us on this mission and gave us that money is operating rogue within the company. They're not just trying to hide whatever it is we're doing from any kind of, galactic authorities or whatever. They're trying to hide it from their own company. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe.
I think that's probably very likely. But let's continue on and try and pay down this debt.
You guys can ponder Ted's theory there while we take our second break. We will be right back. Okay, we're back. Bladders empty, beers full. All right, so off screen we determined that Thulsa is our resident smoker in the party, so she has taken the 10 ciggies.
Seems appropriate. Yeah.
So basically, the rat, everything's been taken. The rat was taken, and everything on the plate was taken as well. You're giving this kitchen a pretty thorough search. So now, what's remaining from this general area that was outside reception is you have the elevator and you have the security checkpoint out of the cafeteria.
Now,
This is the second security checkpoint that we have
That's
access
correct.
to.
same one. It might go to the same place.
Yeah, it's the
Wait,
second indicator of a security checkpoint. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Indicator.
Correct.
Yeah. Well,
I think we should check it out.
Yes.
actually, before we do that, I'd like to see how many options are available on the lift. We don't have to take them, but if it's got like just up and down versus one or the other, and if we
Empire
open the
State
door,
Building. Yeah.
how many buttons are on the inside of the lift? Like, let's find out something about the lift.
All right. So the lift is like past the entrance back at reception. So it's like on the opposite side of the corridor. All the meeting rooms, the cafeteria, they were all on one side.
Right.
The lift is at the other side. So it only goes down, which does make sense to you based upon your approach to the deep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And we've seen the outside. Yeah. That's
But the interesting thing, though, is that the button inside there's only one button. It only goes to one.
inside.
Well, it only goes to one floor.
Does it seem to be one of those like elevators where there's there's a button you mentioned, but do you manually control like start and stop? Like, is there a control like the oldie timey elevators, right? Where with an operator you go down so you could stop it manually, or you just got to trust the button.
It's a modern one. It doesn't look like it's been too well maintained, but it's not like that old. You know what I mean? It's like it's a sci-fi elevator.
There's one button, And then is there an emergency call or emergency stop or anything like that?
No.
Is there a camera in the lift?
No.
It also looks to see if there's an inspection sticker on the wall to find out the last time it was safety inspected.
Nothing.
Is there a hatch in the ceiling?
I guess there probably would be, yeah.
They're in the ceiling, man. They're in the
walls, man.
Could be useful for later. So I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say this goes down to the same level as a security checkpoint. What I get the feeling we've got here is a reception area with docking, meeting rooms, and cafeteria, which means that as ships come and go to make for meetings, for crew changes, whatever, they have access to food and a place to wait and sit. But if you want to go deeper in the station, everything goes through a security checkpoint.
Seems nice.
That's what I'm getting out of this. So
do we want to take the elevator, or do we want to take the stairs down from one of these?
I think the stairs are safer.
I think we take the stairs.
Okay. So we go back to where it said security checkpoint leaving the cafeteria, or do we go back to the reception and take that set?
Let's just do the one in front of us, Ted.
So back to the cafeteria. Okay.
Okay, so back to the cafeteria. All right, so yeah, there's a normal door that just has a security arrow saying like security checkpoint beyond. It doesn't actually say security checkpoint. There's some sort of like symbol that indicates security, right? With an arrow pointing through that door.
A badge or something.
Yeah. So you go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So
we push Mike through.
That's right.
So you go through, and there is a corridor. Remember, the corridors here are actually like they have like drywall, and like it looks relatively pleasant, right? You know, like for human habitation sort of thing. Yeah, like an office building. Yeah, paneling and all that sort of stuff. However, you go down for a short distance down through this corridor then you actually come across the security checkpoint itself, which is been set up in a depressurization chamber airlock, like an airlock chamber that's larger than a normal one, right? So it's actually been set up there. It looks like it's been through some shit though, like a battle scarred, scorched the whole 9 yards. There is a gate that basically blocks the entire passageway to get through the airlock door into the chamber and beyond has been completely sealed off. There in the walls, there are what are obvious to Sharp are weapon detectors that have been damaged, right? You have a feeling they're probably not active anymore, but would be able to detect any weapons on people. And sitting in the midst of this chamber, like looking out at you, is a bulletproof glass box. And in the middle of that box is a massive machine gun on a swivel turret, right? And to your horror, there is a body that has been fused to the machine gun itself. So it's like its hands have actually been are actually melted onto like the big grips of the gun itself, right? And
a Cronenberg thing.
Very well. It's not like that. It's like the machine and the man were made to be one. It was like there was the man and then there was the machine, and somehow they actually fused together in some sort of way. So it's really gross. And it looks like he was like propped up on in his station. So like his elbows have been fused to like the body of the machine gun as well, right? And he's like hunched over. But then as you sort of approach, I need all of you guys to make a fear save for me.
Oh boy. He wakes up.
Okay.
I failed John with a 72.
Take a stress. Remember to call out your stat and then what you actually rolled. You weren't there for that, Mike, but that's what we should be doing now.
So my stat for fear is a 35, and I have rolled a 61.
Fail, so take a stress.
All right. So I did a really nice job rolling low, John. I rolled a 32. Unfortunately, my fear save is a 19.
Fair enough.
Right. Now I don't get the 0.
You also take a stress. So all of you guys, jump and scared, or Sharp probably like throws himself against a wall or something like that as the creature sort of rears up, and you can hear like a tearing motion as some part of its like flesh like detaches from the gun. But you're surprised and shocked to see that the face you're looking at is almost completely devoid of any sort of expression and looks almost. It looks vaguely humanoid, like it looks like it was human, but there's no hair. There's only like the depressions where eyes would be, like a slight indication of a nose, but no mouth at all. And the skin on it looks like tight in like a weird not skin way. Like it's like some sort of like very basic sort of android, and with a clacking sort of a robotic voice. It says. Citizens, please dispose of all weaponry here before going further. Or I should say visitors. He probably says visitors.
At least it's not shooting at us, guys. That's a bonus.
Is there like an obvious place to put weapons, like lockers or?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sure.
All right. So Thulsa has no weapons. She just has her toolkits. She's just going to like hold up her hands. No weapons. I'm clear. No weapons. I'm just here for maintenance.
Before we go in there, dude, we should probably discuss if we want to even go in there, man, because like that's.
Well, remember he said
the
weapon detectors are damaged. My guess is Thulsa can walk through. Maybe even I can walk through. I don't actually have any weapons. I have a nail gun, but I'm a contractor, right? The question is, will it even detect your shotgun? And I'm kind of guessing no.
Yeah. Well, John, is there anything in this space? You said it's kind of like a smallish space. Is there anything that, if bullets start to fly, that we could take cover behind? Are there any crates around? Are there any like
there isn't
columns?
Really. You're not too far away from like the door back into the cafeteria. If you ran back, but there's not a lot of place for cover right now. And also I should mention too, like the way that this is sort of shaped up, like there's a gate that's barring your passageway, and it's fairly obvious that it can't be deactivated from your end. Like there's no like just sort of walking past him to the right or left, like he's
right.
He's in the center, and there's like a gate that kind of goes across the corridor, and he's in the middle of a bulletproof glass box that has like a 360-degree view swivel with a gun.
Okay,
and
so it's not like there's a door, right?
There's no door. Yeah, it's a gate that needs to be deactivated, basically, to get through.
Okay.
Can we see whether the machine gun is in fact loaded or has ammunition?
Yeah,
like
I was actually going to say that, like it actually whirs into life, right? And when Thulsa kind of puts up her hands, that the turret actually kind of swivels slightly, so it's like pointing at Sharp.
Okay, so Mike, you're muted.
You're muted, Mike. Yeah.
But your point about maybe we don't go through there is a good one.
I'm saying it's probably pointing at me because I'm the one actually carrying a weapon.
Yeah, maybe those detectors aren't as damaged as they look.
Yeah, you're the one that's like obviously carrying a weapon. So, yeah.
Right.
But it's telling all of you guys to drop all weapons. But as Sharp pointed out, it looks like the detectors themselves may not be functioning, although you're not sure. You can just tell that they're damaged.
Can I see like the ammo, like an ammo belt going into the machine gun or anything like that? Mm-hmm. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks very utile, I should say.
Okay,
like it's functioning well.
Not the same checkpoint as the other one coming off of reception, because we didn't go down any stairs.
That was downstairs. Yeah.
So Mike's point about maybe we just say, "Oh, sorry, wrong door," and just leave and go try the other one.
Yeah, he's not stopping you. He's not stopping you. He's not saying like he's just saying like you can't come unless you drop your weapons. That's basically what he's saying.
Well,
You're
Michael's still muted.
Sorry. If I look behind us, is the wall like riddled with bullet holes?
Yeah, it's yeah. There's a yeah. It looks like bullets have been fired here in the corridor, and it looks like the guy himself has also been like counterattacked, right? Because like the box is like scorched and blackened, and you know he's obviously seen some damage. You know he's scorched and fused to the thing.
All right, can I see the any control panel that might control that gate that's behind him?
You do not. You must assume there is one, but obviously for security reasons, it's not going to be accessible from your side. You know.
All right. Well, he's pointing at the gun. I've got no gun. Cautiously, I want to take a few steps forward. I want to see if anything happens if I take a few steps forward.
Okay. Yeah.
I take cover around the corner, John, behind us.
All right. Do you have any weapons on you, Thulsa?
I don't. I don't know if my pen counts. My pen has could inject poison, but I don't think that counts.
It is mightier than a sword. But
That's
no,
true.
you don't.
I could write a nasty missive.
So it's tough to tell. Like the android that's fused to the gun, it's like it doesn't have eyes, right? So it's kind of tough to tell the body language. But it's like it moves its head and it looks at you, right? It keeps its gun trained on sharp, but you kind of approach one side, like where there's one of the gates to the one side of it, and it says, "Visitor, do you wish to pass?"
Yes, please. I would like to go by.
Okay. Other visitors, please step back 20 feet.
I will step back.
I step back and I go up and around the corner.
Okay, cool. All right. That one side of the gate opens up. You may pass.
All right. Do I see any bug-eyed monsters on the other side of this gate?
No, you just see more corridor, and it goes like around a corner.
Okay. If I go through that gate, do I have kind of access to him? Like, am I behind the bulletproof
He's in a complete bulletproof glass box. You cannot access him without some sort of.
You mentioned that the gun's on like a swivel. Can it turn all the way around and point at him still?
It can, yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it's like on the other side. It's like it could be the exact same mirror station, right? Like all he has to do is like turn 180 degrees, and now it's just the same thing, but from the other direction.
Hey guys, do we set off the EMP mine in here?
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but
wait. I've got an idea, Mike. I've got an idea. I mean, this is kind of a callback.
We're gonna use a piece of string.
We've got paracord.
Yep.
Leave your gun in the hallway. Walk by clear, and then when we're through the gate, pull the gun.
I mean, it's not my gun, so I love this plan.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a gun anyway.
Here, though, Matt, what are we getting out of this?
Forward motion. John? What do I see if I turn around? What's on the other side of this gate? What have I earned?
A little bit more corridor, and then it goes around a corner.
So we could go if we had enough paracord, we could go around the corner and pull the gun, and even if he's shooting, it won't hit us. It could hit the gun, I suppose, or the paracord, but
yeah. And the gate, is the gate like bars, or is it like solid?
It's like solid
metal.
Yeah, it's solid.
Okay.
Oh, we couldn't.
If I were right up against the glass wall, would the machine gun be able to depress and get me?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
So it's in a glass box with the machine gun sticking out, correct?
Yeah.
If I were right up against the glass, like say I was like, I leave my weapon, kind of like Matt's point, and then I get crouched right up against the glass of the security box.
Yeah.
Can his machine gun depress down to get me?
Probably not. No.
Just do that until he runs out of bullets.
All right. Let's do this. I'm past. I wait. I will try to.
It sounds like though the paracord thing won't work. That we can't pull paracord through the gate. Is that right?
No. That's true. But he wants to do this anyway. So like hide your gun so that he can't see it.
not saying I necessarily want to do this. I'm like I'm just trying to figure out ways to not die if it decides that I need to die, right?
All you have to do is leave your weapons.
All you gotta do is leave your weapon.
All we got to do is go to the other security checkpoint. And
Yeah, let's do
maybe
that.
one.
I say we go back to the other security checkpoint and see
The other
what's
might
there.
have a dead android.
All right,
there's
so
going to be-
Thulsa, do you want to come back through the gate?
Are you guys really? You don't want? It's right here. Okay. You know what? Before I go back, I want to look. You say it just kind of turns the corner. I want to look around the corner. See what's around the corner.
Okay, so it's more of the typical office corridor action. No doors that you can see, but a fair distance down the corridor, you do see that there is a set of concrete stairs that goes down.
Okay. I share that. Okay, we can go down here or go down there. Do you want me to go back?
I think we should try the other one.
I think too. Gun servitors are not what I signed up for on this little escapade.
None of us signed up for this, man.
Yeah.
Lima sucks ass.
Let's go
Okay,
check
so-
out the other one, Matt. Come on.
Okay. I'm just looking for something here. No, I don't have anything on me that I can. I want to examine. I'm going to walk back. I'm going to say, I forgot my lunch, and I'm going to walk back. But I want to examine that gate, John. Is there anything that I could use? I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm just kind of evaluating. Is there anything I could use to keep that gate from closing all the way? Like, can I, like with a pair of pliers or something? Can I just like jam it into the track that the doors use so that
You
if
could.
they
They're
try
very very heavy duty. So you would definitely need something durable. But yeah, like a big set of
like a wrench or some pliers or something, I could like.
Is that what you're going to try to do?
Okay, that. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to do it right now, but I know I can get this far if I need to in the future. I've examined this. I know that I have a plan if I need to block these open. So,
Okay, so
sure,
you don't
that's
fuck with the
fine.
gates then. Okay, so you come back and join your team. All right, so everyone's heading back through the cafeteria to reception and going to
Yes.
the other security checkpoint, correct?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. One moment, please. Okay, so you make your way back. It takes you a little bit of time into the reception room, which is looking rough, like most of the area. And as I said, there's a normal door that, and you peeked through and you saw that there was a set of concrete stairs that sort of moves around a little bit and goes down, but not too far. And everyone's going down those steps, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you come to the other security checkpoint. The one you just that you were just at, by the way, was security checkpoint Bravo. This is security checkpoint Alpha.
Okay.
This one looks exactly the same as the other one. Same depressurization chamber, the whole sort of thing, except like the same sort of makeup. However, the state of this one is completely different. The bulletproof glass box is completely fragmented, blown apart. Looks like fire scorch marks like to the other one, but this one has actually been breached. There is a machine gun on there that is completely slagged. It's just like melted black metal, right? That's just sort of heaped inside the box. And there is another android that looks similar to the one that you just met, but this one was not fused to the machine gun, but it is present, and it's like shredded, like it's been completely torn apart. Right now, its insides, in the inside, like it's all like electronics, like more like a Terminator sort of thing, right? Like so, it's like very mechanical, metal wiring, all that sort of stuff inside. And you can see that most of the it's been shredded completely by, it looks like, doesn't look like claws, but it looks more like massive gunfire, just like it just ripped it to pieces, right? And it's face down on the ground, but it looks like there's even heavier damage near the base of its skull. Okay, the gates, however, are still shut.
Ah.
Okay, and it's difficult. I'm giving you the broad overview of what that android looks like from your viewpoint from looking into the box, but you would have to, in order to get like a really better view, you would have to climb inside the broken box and or penetrate through the gates to get into it, sort of thing.
Well, it just so happens that I actually spent my few credits on things like a crowbar.
Can I just ask real quick before you do that, Ted? Are the weapon detectors in this room also slag, John?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Ted.
Yeah, I'll go up to the door and attempt to pry bar the gate open.
Wait. Before you do that, John, you said that we can access to where the android's body is inside that that bulletproof gate, or do we have to go through the gates first?
It would be what you could do either. The box, it's just be dangerous because it's glass. It's like a lot of broken glass. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, well, I could probably bang it out with the crowbar, right?
Yeah, if you could, because I want to harvest mechanical pieces, like bits of like its skeleton, like it's gonna have like flesh around like mechanical skeleton bits. I want to harvest some mechanical components, little servos, little things, anything that's not damaged. Just I'm thinking like little robot pieces, right?
Okay, so you're going to clear it out with your crowbar, Dixon, to allow Thulsa to climb in.
Well, hold that thought. If I clear out, bang, 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 clear out the broken glass, is there a big red button that says gate?
Not a big red button, but there is a control panel there that if you took some time, you might be able to figure something out.
Yeah, and I've got mechanical repair and jury rig and computers. I should be able to do that.
It's just I got to look at a thing and just read the labels till I find that it opens the gate, and then you can get in there very easily.
Well, there's also that, but then we'll know how the other one works too.
Yeah, I want to open the gate from the control panel if possible.
Okay, so you're climbing into the bulletproof box then, right?
Well, I was sort of assuming I could just sort of lean in and see the panel. If that's not the case, then I'll let Matt climb in because he wanted to anyway.
Yeah, it'd be tough
I want
to do.
Ransack the robot, so
he can climb in.
Okay, so you climb in. You can pull out whatever you want from the inside. What you can immediately tell because of your robotics background, Thulsa, is that it was definitely destroyed by gunfire, like a lot of gunfire, probably some flame as well. But what you notice immediately is that someone has very ungently, let's put it mildly, ripped open the base of this thing's skull and ripped out the logic core.
its core.
That's what I was worried about. Yeah.
It's gone, like just gone, and with no sort of finesse at all. Right? There's no care was given.
Yeah, we know that those have some value, at least to Arcady. Or like Arcady was saying, he was curious about those. So that would have been nice. But yeah, she is interested in like the little bits, right? Like she's a collector of these little things. Yep. So she's going to take little motors, little servos, little joints, little things, little Lego kits.
That'll take another 10 minutes.
That she can use. It'll be worth
together
it.
They can do with what you're able to pull out because he's so shredded. It would take like work in a laboratory or really good use of your jury rigging skill, right? To properly make anything workable out of that, right? Like a little motor or something like that, right? But right now, like all that shit is like completely useless. Like it needs some repair, one way or the other, whatever you're grabbing. Are you also
materials.
Are you also then taking Dixon's advice and looking for at the control panel?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm in there. I can see it all clearly. I can see what would make sense.
Right.
I know what open. Yeah.
So you can figure it out. It's not rocket science. It looks like it was fully automated, so there's no labels on it, right? Because it's obviously like an Android was going to be using, but it's an Android with fingers, right? So he knew like what to press and all that kind of stuff. But there was no need to label anything because it was an Android. You can what you're immediately able to surmise at a quick glance is that the control panel is fucked. There was a button that opened the gates, but it's no longer functioning.
All right.
Can I hotwire it, John?
You can try.
Like
it looks really bad.
I'll just crowbar it, man. I mean,
crowbar the gate.
I'm pretty beefy, so I'll be like, fine, and I'll go over and I'll jam the crowbar into the gap.
Yeah.
And I'll lean my not inconsiderable bulk into it,
Okay.
and attempt to open it up. And if Mike could be right there to, jam a brick or a hunk of debris in to, keep it from closing again, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I want to get out of that box and away from that control panel just in case his.
Sure. So
fuckery
Sharp,
makes
are you
it explode or something.
helping Dixon or?
I don't know. Is that a mechanic in this game? Can I assist him with the crowbar?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to think about mechanic. Just tell me, are you going to help him?
Yeah, I would love to help him.
Okay, so Dixon, you can make a strength check with advantage.
All right. I'm going to argue that having the crowbar and my knowledge of just industrial equipment, I would know the best leverage point for the door and get a little plus 10 on that.
Okay.
All right. So my strength is 47, plus 10 is 57. Rolling with advantage. I have failed both rolls, but neither of them critically. A 75 and an 83.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay. So what I'm going to say,
hates you.
what I'm going to say is that you find you're trying to find the best leverage point, right? And you misjudge where it is, right? So you stick the crowbar in, and the gate actually snaps open, right? So you actually do gain passage, but unfortunately, you actually rip out a big chunk of metal with a sharp, jagged edge. That basically, when the gate pops open, actually flies into your face.
In the face.
In the face.
In your face, Ted.
And you're going to take 4 points of health.
Cripes.
And you get a cool scar.
But you did actually open the gate successfully. Okay.
John, does it stay in there?
But he's bleeding profusely. It's pretty bad. So
I have a first aid kit, John.
Good. Okay. So you looking beyond.
We don't care.
There's a corridor, and on either side of the corridor there are two normal doors. One has one is larger than the other. Okay, on the right side of the corridor, there's one that's large, a larger door. That one actually says Recreation Center. Across from it is a much smaller door that is unlabeled. Okay, and then the corridor keeps going beyond as well to the end, and you can see at the very end of the corridor, there's a T intersection where another corridor sort of joins. So to your right and to your left, there's a rec center, and to your left is an unmarked small door. Unfortunately, we are way past time, so.
Let's just keep playing, dude.
Come on, John.
We'll have to pick it up there. All right,
but I want to mop up the bleeding. I want a Band-Aid, John.
we can do that at the top of the next session.
Oh.
But I think it's better to leave it with Ted getting massively hurt by opening a gate. Okay, so that'll do it. Good forward progress made, guys. Well done. And we'll call it there. All right.
Right on.
So thank you everyone for watching and or listening. This has been episode 2 of Gradient Descent. This is 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. Please don't forget to do your solemn duty, which is to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications every time we publish new material on YouTube. If you got a few extra bucks, hook us up with a Patreon subscription. Any paid tier level on the Patreon will get you access to our Dolmenwood, Return to Dolmenwood campaign. Episodes 0 and 1 will be free to the public. But from that point on, you have to be a Patreon subscriber. And you also get lots of other cool bennies too, like access to some secret channels on our Discord server, which otherwise is free to join. Thank you to the absent David for doing the wonderful artwork and overlay and graphics for this campaign, and thank you to friend of the channel Hank for his awesome intro music. We do really appreciate it. Thank you as always to our large and burgeoning community of patrons, our explorers, our delvers, and especially our conquerors. Matt has the distinct pleasure tonight. Take it away, Matt.
In fact, John, in honor of Dolmenwood starting soon, you know what? Everybody on the Conquerors list this week, honorary Matt.
Oh, wow.
I'm just giving it out. Everybody. I mean, you can decline. It's, I'm not forcing it on you if you don't want, but why would you?
You are a river to your
Why
people.
would you? I am. Okay, here we go. Honorary Mats. New conquerors. Welcome to Demi 1997. Eric Manley, Todd Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberg, and Christo Lute. Now we can go to our traditional conqueror. I don't know how to say it. Whatever. Jofo, Brutes Monkeys, Joshua Owens, The Mighty Martian, Christopher Bishop, Banana Hammock, AJ, Joe, Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Desiree Marcel, Grizz Loves Games, Dustin Reedy, Benjamin, King of Zoops, Rock of Sages, Arcane Lane, MP, Todd, Brawler Jake Ain't Joshing Around, DM Dr. Rob, Robert Kenyon, Steve, Jeff Marino, Alan Barton, Eric Tsunami MD, Samuel Dillon, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Small, Richard Barton, Isaac 2D10 plus 25 DTL Spencer, James Boyle, Doc Jones 73, Jackson Bates, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps, Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett, Mercury 605, Ruben K, No Eggs, Dar Jr., Dar Jr., I'm sorry, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Quisenberry, John and Law Logan, Kabrowskis, Magic Meat Machine, Tom Leary, Phil, Nakanu, Nick, Eric Lawson, Mando NZ, Faisal, Ted Gast, James Doig, Nefarious Gamer, Grunt, Andrew Schroker, Adam and Nora, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Ash Gabriel, Chongus, Brawler Josh Ain't All Jake, Iona, Michael Walker, Hand Dandler, Summon Toast, Too Rude, Too Ishvan, Dungeon Heart Adam, Scott Earsley, Mech Jack, Kick Maniac, Dyer Grew, Tom Eric Garrettson, and now the double honored Matts, Matthew Mattis, Matt Walsh, Matt Mason, Matt Koenig, and Matt Young. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, as always, everyone, for your continued support. We really do appreciate it. Everyone have a great week, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Thanks,
See you later.
John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.